Some of you guys probably watch my content and think to yourself, well, that's Jabran, and he's been doing this for a minute, and I don't know what other limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, or like the labels you attach yourself or you allow others to attach on yourself. But I just want to tell you now, man. Look, I just looked at a video right now that I recorded like years ago, 2023, October 2023, talking about how I'm setting a new goal. I had come back after like a 6 month layoff, vacation, whatever you want to call it, to Pakistan. I traveled to Pakistan. I stayed there for multiple months, I believe 5 to 6 months. But I was also, I went. It was in total about 6 months. I was off because I went to another country as well. But anyways, I was off for like I had took like a 6 month layoff, and I was like, okay, what's next? I had smashed my 20K goal. I had multiplied it multiple times a month. I was helping other people earn thousands a month, and I was like, well, what's next? I had helped all my family members. I'd helped set up my dad's retirement. I'd done all the goals and dreams that I set out to do in from 2014, 15 onwards. And I was like, well, what's next? And I remember sitting at my table, man, and because I'm a very visual guy, and I wasn't always like this, but these are some of the skills that I learned about visualizing your goals, writing down your goals, looking at your goals every single day, having a big reason why, and not just doing it for yourself but for others and your loved ones. And when your goal is bigger than you jump out and go and achieve the impossible. And I looked at the live, man. I don't know. I wanted to go scroll through my old YouTube videos because I wanted to see like who I wanted to look at faces that who used to attend my Zoom calls like years ago, and where are they now? And alhamdulillah, man, so many of the people that came in through the closest university that I helped manage and train and coach and develop and just speak to and really push to go to the next level and believe in themselves. And I'm not taking all the credibility for it, of course not. I may have just been like one chapter of the whole book. And it's alhamdulillah, it's very heartwarming to see the where people are now from where they came, and even now, man, some of you guys are looking at the high ticket sales space, or you're looking at my stories and my videos and posts, and like, what is this guy talking about? How the hell can you make tens of thousands of dollars a month? How the heck can I make not even what I'm making in a year in a month? Look, you don't need to worry about that. That's like step 4 or 5. The first step is actually just thinking bigger, thinking that it's possible, and then you work backwards. And this is just these are just some of the principles that I adopted, and I was doing and why I was doing what I was doing. And magical things happen, man. And that video that I'm talking to you about right now, I said it on live air, on YouTube, to like, I believe it was like about 80, 90 people on the live. And I told them that one of my goals is to smash 100K a month in commissions. And at the time, I hadn't even made I think the most I made in a month now was like 60K. Like just in the 60K, it was like 50. Well, I think it was over $60,000 because it was 57,000 pounds or dollars or whatever it was. It was over 50K. Honestly, man, you do lose track. Because my goal was my first ever entrepreneurial goal, online goal, was $20,000 a month. I only wanted to do that, and it took me years to hit it as well. But then it's crazy. The moment you hit it, you absolutely smash it over. And like, look, when you hear me talk about my results and my clients' results and my students' results, and I'm not one, to brag, first of all, and it may sound like bragging to you guys, but this is normal. But I don't only like I don't say, oh, yeah, I hit 20K, 30K, or whatever, 50K a month because I've done it once. I don't feel like I've hit it and smashed it. And I don't feel like it's worth talking about unless I've done it multiple times over, unless I've helped multiple other people do hit those goals multiple times over. And that's the difference between me and maybe other coaches out there. There's a lot of people that try to copy my messages, my blueprints, my posts, the way I do things or whatever. But there's only one Jabran Khan, man. You guys all know it, and I'm a weird one. And I don't expect people to be exactly like me. And it was something I was speaking to some of the students about the other day about. Look, even if you guys are able to duplicate 10% of what I do, what I've done, and what I teach, you'll probably multiply your income, 4, 5, 10, tenfolds. And that's all you need, man. That's all you need. It was something I was speaking to my wife about. I was like, because right now, we're in between countries. As you guys know, I've been traveling since 2012. Ever since I left university, I spent most of my time abroad, and we've been to multiple other countries, and right now we're in Pakistan, and we've been here for a few months, and you only need around about a few £1,000 to live a very good life here, and it's crazy, man. And look, once you've earned all the money and everything, that it's just money and it's just numbers. And I'm not moved, honestly, I'm not moved by numbers anymore, or even for myself, or earning for myself. For me, what moves me is when you guys hit your goals and you set new goals. And this is something, and look, we're going to look back to this video as well, years down the line, because I want people, there's people that are going to come fresh from this video. There's people that have come into the closest university community within 2026. And I promise you, I'm going to take brand new starters. And this is what I thrive off. I want to take brand new starters in the high ticket sales industry, and I'm going to help them make the most money they've ever made. Whether that's $5,000 a month, life-changing money, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, whatever it is, whatever has been your highest month, I'm going to make sure I multiply it. And that's what moves me, man. I'm going to take people from nothing, people that most companies and most people don't give a chance to. I'm going to take a chance on you. And you know what? It's something that's been, brewing within me for a while. And, I want to make the, education, learning these skills accessible to everybody. And that's why I put out all the raw content on YouTube. And look, there's so much that I want to share with you guys, but I just want to let you guys know, man, I set that goal of 100K a month in 2023. Lo and behold, I changed the goal because it wasn't moving me. Like I said to you, the money wasn't doing anything for me. The numbers weren't doing anything for me because, I'm a normal guy from Small Heath, Birmingham, man. Big up the Peaky Blinders. I'm from the home of the Peaky Blinders. We come from nothing. I'm just, I wouldn't say I'm normal. I used to say I'm normal, but I'm not normal. I do go above and beyond. I come from average. I come from below average, but I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle for the ordinary and the average. And I wanted to be something for myself, for my family. And I remember just turning that 100K goal and looking at it for months, and it wasn't doing anything for me. And then I was like, you know what? I thought of something crazy, and I was like, let me just put another zero at the end of it. I don't even know what I was thinking. I swear to God, I didn't even know what number it's gonna make it if I put another zero. And that's the crazy part. You don't even have to be smart to win in high ticket sales. You just need to want it. And I remember writing that down, and I was like, what figure does that even make? It just looks weird. And I was like. And that was the beginning of me thinking, because I was so confused, and I was like, what is it? And then I remember putting it into Google, and I was like, that's 7 figures. That's $1 million. $1 million a month. And I remember getting goosebumps, and I'm getting nervous and shakes, and how the hell can I do? I haven't even made $1 million online. And then all these questions are being popped up in my mind. And I was like, you're crazy. And I'm telling myself I'm crazy. And it was at that moment, I was like, right, I'm getting excited now. I'm genuinely, I'm getting excited. And I'm like, you know what? That's going to be my goal. That's going to be my goal. And then before you know it, I wrote it down. I started dreaming. I started thinking. And it's crazy, man. The moment you write your goals down, you can see them. You envision achieving those goals. Something crazy happens, man. Call it the law of attraction, call it manifestation, dreaming, believing, praying. I don't know what it is, but something happens. And something happened that day, man. And then from there, I started believing it's possible. Of course, it was a gradual process, days, weeks, months. And then before you knew it, the 100K was so small. The 100K was so small compared to the million a month. And lo and behold, man, you know, you all know I smashed the six-figure mark, the multiple six-figure mark. Never quite did $1 million multiple times over a month. Came pretty close to it though. But again, it wasn't even a goal. It was just something to just get me moving and going. But you know what? What I'm most proud of is I took beginners. I took absolute beginners to multiple tens of thousands of dollars a month. You know, whether they were appointment setters, whether they were closers. And, you know, I helped them, I worked with them, I coached them, I developed them, and I placed them on offers and helped them smash past the goals and do, you know, amazing things for them and their families. And this is something that I'm going to be doing again. I'm going to be doing again, and I'm going all out this time. I'm going all out this time, and I really want to, you know, impact millions of lives, millions, not just 1 million, millions of lives. I want to have active 50,000. Like, this is one thing that I'm putting out there right now. I want to have active 50,000 active members in the Closers University community. 50,000 active members. I'm putting that out there, you know. What's the date? May of 2026. I'm dreaming, believing, and putting it out there of 50,000 active members in the Closers University. But look, man, that's just something that I wanted to share with you guys here today. Dream big, it's something that I was mentioning to the guys just a little while earlier. You know, the main reason why people don't hit their goals, it's not because they aim too high and miss. It's not because their goals are too big and they just miss the goals. It's because they aim too low and hit. Just think about that for a minute. It's not because we aim too high and miss. It's because we aim too low and hit. Who says you have to, conform to, normal or society or whatever? No, you don't. These are your dreams, and you should protect your dreams. God gave you this dream. Nobody else. He didn't give your friend or your brother or your sister or your neighbor or whoever. He gave it to you. There's a reason why you got that thought in your mind. There's a reason why you came and stumbled across this video. Really take in what I'm saying, man, and have intentions, have good intentions behind why you want to make money, why you want to do good. And I promise you good things will happen. But anyhow, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Make 2026 the best year ever. 2027 and years to come, the best years ever. You decide your destiny. You decide what you can achieve. And don't let anyone put any limitations on you. All you need is a burning desire, believe in God, do good, put the work in. Think about your goals every single day, write them down, look at them, surround yourself with the right people, and you're off to the races.